Alrighty. There, that should be a little better. Yep, okay, perfect.
Gotta breathe. Gotta. Perk's on the move. It's slaughtering time.
Damn!
Sure.
He just killed Jess. What a dumbass.
I got to get over there.
He doesn't appear to be very ninja-like.
Come on, let's do that again. I can't stay put here, amigo.
Oh, yeah, he's just got a rocket launcher. Yeah, I can't deal with it. Funny or not. Get this Animal Palooza. That doesn't have a silencer. Damn! I think I blew that fucker's head off. Kind of the same thing I want to do when you're sitting here snoring. Exactly. 50 cal to the temple. It'll work out. The hell was that at? Go, my pretties, go! See you, buddy. Bye, Felicia.
Fuck, that's
I can hear the sounds of Peggy's having mortal accidents all the way out here. Keep it up.
I'm getting shot all the hell.
I really hope they don't accidentally set off explosives or walk in front of moving vehicles. I hear liberals and Canadians are also pretty clumsy and not voting for me, but no pressure. Well, you did it. Nice work. You and I are damn sure gonna make Montana great again. Tell you what, how about you take old Nancy? You go around cleaning up this county in that truck, and all them prospective voters will know who's got their backs. Oh, and please don't bring Hurt Jr. back. Ever. You know, Deputy, if it were up to me, you would have been dead a long time ago. But Joseph has other ideas, and he wants to talk to you, so that's what you're gonna do. Don't worry, my hunters will bring you to him.
Glad to see this place shut down.
You know, Deputy,
Good.
if it were up to me, you would have been dead a long time ago. But Joseph has other ideas, and he wants
Early.
to talk to you, so that's what you're gonna do. Don't worry, my hunters will bring you to him. Ah, shit. He's coming for you again, kid.
Fuzzball.
You better be careful. Those hunters could be anywhere.
Warming up. you're controlling a cougar.
They'll be back. I know it.
What they did to these prisoners is just not right.
We gotta get ready.
That cougar hunts on command? Unreal.
Hey, you! Buddy! Hey, wanna help?
Your, cat looks friendly enough.
Buddy!
Glad to see this place shut down. Hopefully for good.
They'll be back. I know it.
You look familiar. Are you the one Eli rescued from Jacob?
Hey, you! Buddy!
Indoctrination is a nightmare thing, torture and submission.
Hey, wanna help?
What?
One of you will be strong. Not again.
Get out of here, Peaches.
Hello? Oh,
I know you are in pain. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh, huh? You're not the only one to be tested. Did you know that I had a wife? So beautiful, isn't she? We were pregnant with our first child. And we were just babies ourselves, really. And I was terrified. I'm becoming a father. Mostly about money. She wasn't worried. She had faith that things were going to work out. She always had faith. And one day she was going to go visit a friend. There was an accident. The Lord take it. They rushed me to a hospital and put me in a room with this little pink bundle stuffed with tubes. And they said that I had to be strong. because my little girl was going to live. God was looking out for our daughter. And then left me alone in the room with her. I just stared at my daughter. So helpless, so innocent. And all she had in the world was me. A nobody from nowhere with nothing. And in that moment, I knew that God was testing me. He was laying out a path before me, and all I had to do was choose. So I put my hand on my little girl's head, and I leaned in and I could smell her. And we prayed together. Prayed for wisdom. Prayed for strength. And I knew. I heard God's plan for me. So I took my fingers and I put them on that little plastic tube that was taped to her angelic face, and I pinched it shut. And after a little while, her legs began to kick in and kick in. And then nothing. Stillness. Release. The Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh. Pain, sacrifice, these are all part of his test. And we have to prove that we can serve God, no matter what he asks. You've done well.
Oh, shit. truck. Happening.
Just got home.
Nice.
Well, at least it wasn't work. It was looking at houses.
Very nice.
Should be marked on the map. Once you've got it, pick a spot and go. But Eden's Gate has a few hunting parties out.
I'm on my way. Making a move. Yo, over there.
They're nabbing guys. Throwing him in those fucking chairs.
I see you're still playing that game.
To lose you again.
Oh yeah.
Please, sir.
Watch my back.
Haven't seen that before.
You point right.
Not today, fuckwads.
Thanks for saving us. Pardon?
There's a lot more of them out there, Deb. If you come across any others, you rescue them too. Don't let those goddamn Peggies take any more good folk.
Lead the way.
I got your six. Jess, have you ever thought of joining the forces?
The army? Nah. I don't like being bossed around. The army? Nah. The army?
You fuckers!
The army? Nah. Should be getting close now.
Here we go.
Destroy the control box at the top of the tower. Don't care how you do it, long as it's shooting sparks.
But you know, if you're good,
Really?
That'll do it. Next tower's northeast.
That's a strong
It's on a
control
cliff
box.
overlooking the hotel. If you got a wingsuit, now's the time to use it. Just try not to crash.
I still don't have an alpha invite.
Damn.
Apparently Kong got one. And a Sabian, and they don't even play anymore.
Jesus.
Looks like you took the radar station, Dep. That's great news.
Why is it that people don't play anymore get alpha invites before people who play?
Just random. Clutch Nixon.
In the weeks leading up to May 10th, 1971, Clutch Nixon, the greatest stuntman in the known universe, consumed massive quantities of cigarettes, raw eggs, whiskey, and wolf testosterone, the latter of which was injected directly into his tear ducts. Clutch credited this balanced diet as the reason he survived the punishing mountainside race known as Quadzilla. Clutch went to bed that night with a partially dislocated coccyx and the warm comfort of knowing that his stunt would never be repeated. They make it look easy. This could end in a crash very, very easily. It's a blind jump coming off of the first leg of the course.
Damn.
What an incredible landing. Talk about a leap of faith. There's no way they can see how this ends.
Damn it.
And that's it for the clock. This could end in a crash very, very easily. They're making a real show of this run. It's a blind jump coming off of the first leg of the course. What an incredible landing.
Call it that.
Talk about a leap of faith. There's no way they can see how this ends.
Fucking drunk.
That path is barely wider than the vehicle itself. Their steering must be precise here.
Of course.
They've got the hang of it.
Yeah. That's what you call it.
And the grand finale is another blind jump. Can they do it? An incredible stunt. They've survived.
Oh, Jesus.
You're a hero in the North.
There we go. Silenced 50 cal.
cameras on a truck. South. It's on the road south of you. You might have time to set up an ambush if you hurry.
I'm gonna move from point B.
Probably not in that order. Down there! There's our target! Target up fucking choir. Ten four. My name is Mr. Death from above!
There's Peggy's to gut. I'm your butcher. Over there, see him?
Watch these Peggy's stand!
Go to hell, fuckface!
I'll hit that.
Eat shit and die!
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Jess, I'm happy you're on our side.
I guess we're doing this quiet like.
This whole having something to live for thing really makes you think about life and death.
Yeah.
People and animals in cages. Does that seem normal to you? That's all, Jacob. This place is messed the fuck up.
After you. Let's do this shit. Fucking
real quiet in there. We don't want Briggs getting hurt. Just a heads up, I don't have cameras in the building. Remember, once you're inside...
Enough pussyfoot. You gotta take the fight to Jake.
Deputy, I gotta tell you, some of the whitetails, well, some of them weren't so sure about bringing you on board. They're sure now. Not because of anything I said, but because of what you've done. Actions speak louder than words. People are coming from all over to join the whitetails. You're giving them hope again. That's been a long time coming, Deb. A long time. Should be close now. Stay real quiet in there. We don't want Briggs getting hurt. Just a heads up, I don't have cameras in the building. Remember, once you're inside, swap the tape and let the deprogramming run its course.
Over and over, the lives of the many have outweighed the lives of the few. This is how we survive. And we forgot. And now the bill has come due. The collapse is upon us. And now the lives of the few outweigh the lives of the many. And when a nation that's never known hunger or desperation descends into madness, we'll be ready. We will call the weak. We will do what needs to be done.
Bam! Headshot! Let's do this!
I fucking own you! I've had enough of this shit!
On it! Sick fuck!
I'm moving! I'll fucking bury you!
Look out, brothers!
Jesus fuck, I'm hit! Perfect! I'm getting hit!
Moving! Watch my back! Suck on this!
Making a move.
Too easy.
This world is weak. Soft. We have forgotten what it is to be strong. Lives of the many have outweighed the lives of the few. This is how we
Won't know what hit him.
What's up?
Happening.
Not a whole lot. Are you playing with me or?
No, I'm just doing my solo campaign at the moment. Doing a little stream action.
Mind if I get in on that? I'm pretty bored. So.
I might be heading out here for a few, but when I come back.
You're fucking killing me, Soul. I can't play with my friend anymore.
Tell me about it.
Sad part is I'm trying to play the same game he's playing.
Yeah, that's the shit part about how they work it.
I don't like that you can only do co-op. I think you should be able to do like more than 2 people.
Yeah, no shit.
And then once you add a third, just have no followers. You get through Faith's region though.
Oh yeah.
You're in Jacob?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do like fully complete everything in each of them?
Pretty systematically. I saved a little for... Oh, shit!
A bear or something, yeah.
Yeah. Saved some for Shmee there.
The only ones I haven't done in Faith's region are like the whiskey barrels and shit like that. All the collectibles that you have to run around with, like
Right.
20 of them, yeah.
And when a nation that's never known hunger or desperation descends into madness, we'll be ready. We will call the weak. We will
But yeah, I'm on my second playthrough and trying to go through and do everything, so.
If you found him, just let the tape do its thing.
What's going on in the guild? Anything?
I'm seeing trucks headed your way. Jacob must have been
Not
waiting
much.
for
I
us
think
to-
Horif and Winter and Seeps were the only ones on when I logged in.
Oh, there was like, I was on about an hour and a half ago and there was like 25 people.
Oh, I only got home like an hour ago.
Oh, okay.
I was also given the news that 2 more of my friends have alpha invites and they don't even play anymore.
Fucker.
And I'm kind of pissed about that.
Yeah, I haven't got one in 9-10 years.
The only one I got without help was StarCraft 2.
Which, who gives a fuck?
Well, I enjoyed it. It was Wings of Liberty before it came out, so that was fun. I got
Not WoW though.
a friend gave me a Wrath key, and I got to
That's
play a
cool.
little bit of the Legion beta, but that's about it.
I've never really played any of the betas with an invite.
I'm just hoping that when it finally switches to beta that I get an invite.
You don't need one, do you?
Yes, you do.
Really?
They don't. The only so unless they've changed their policies, it's still a closed beta. You still need an invite. They occasionally do like stress test weekends where it's more open, but that's about it.
Well, I can download it right now.
You talking about the PTR or the beta?
The beta.
You might have a key. You might be able to play. You might have an invite. Because it just shows up in the launcher.
Yep.
If you can download it, you should be able to play it.
Cool.
Bastard. Now we know where Coda's going to be for the rest of the expansion. What do you mean?
That'll get us ahead, having an officer such as either like you or me or Geki or somebody like that that would actually really understand the fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too worried about that part. I'll be watching all the videos and doing everything I need to do to make sure we're ready by the time we get into the raids. You can ask Bog, I'm good about that.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah, I like Yoga, dude. It definitely takes the stress off me.
And I do it. I mean, I don't mind it at all. Some people hate the stress, but it's never been stressful for me until people start bitching.
Well, it's been pretty good lately, so. Like, I was actually, if there was a time for me to give it away, it wouldn't have been now, but I did. Because, you know, we actually finally got a good, solid core for the most part.
Like I said, I mean, if you ever want to, you know, you don't have to worry about me. If you want to do more before the expansion.
We can always just co-raid weed if I ever decide I want to, too. I mean, we already kind of do, so.
I mean, I've never done it alone. I've always had one or two people that make certain other calls for me, or, you know, I give a job and they do it.
Especially when it's as many people as we have, because we can have up to 25, like, sometimes there's 25 people.
Well, yeah, we were always 25.
We were 25 from Burning Crusade all the way through till Firelands, I think.
Yeah, we usually had 35 people, give or take, that were pretty active, rotational.
And, I mean, that's kind of a difficult amount of people to watch over and make sure that they're doing the proper stuff.
No, I mean, I mean, those were back in the days when you had either class officers or somebody that could just kind of handle small groups of people.
Yeah, it's not like it was now where you have like 6, 7 officers and only about 2 people do something.
Yeah, I mean, I've always had it where I have somebody that, if I'm not tanking, is kind of leading up the tank side of things, and somebody always leading up the healing side of things.
William was our DPS guy. Now it's Geki. And then, obviously, Bull is the tank guy. And then I'm the healer guy, so. Heather's more of a politician, I suppose, so.
The main thing I need right now is somebody to deal with healing rotations and that kind of
And like I said, I have no problem with that for Mythic, yeah. I'm not doing it for Heroic, though, I refuse.
Well, if we need it at this point for Heroic, it's kind of sad. I can only think of 1 or 2 fights where something might be nice, but it's not super necessary.
I can't think of any. I mean, where like a set healing cooldown.
It's like if something goes wrong on Agrimar, it might be nice to have a fallback, so not all the healers pop their cooldowns at once.
Well, we normally call out when we pop it. Like I know Seep does. Soul's pretty good about saying, "Oh, I pop Trank," and I'm pretty good about Totem. So
I have no complaints at all. So
yeah. But for Mythic, I'm definitely gonna have one set, and for each fight, it's gonna be different and stuff like that. So.
Civilization to collapse. Yeah.
Like on Garathi Mythic, I'm gonna handle the first. What's it called? I can't remember. Where he pulls you in.
Eradication, or
I think
there's some name for it before eradication.
Yeah.
Where everybody's got to be on the other side of the room, get sucked in a little, and then run back and pray.
Yeah, so I'll handle the first one, and then for the second one, it's going to be Revival and Trank.
And this guy named Miller got separated from the unit.
And stuff like that. I already have that set. MNR, or ENR, there isn't a rotation, because it's a total fuckfest.
Oh yeah, ENR, it's not so much healing itself. It's just coordinating all of the people to do the right things.
Yeah, making sure everybody's in the right spot, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, because the only time we have anybody die is usually because somebody's out of range of one of the healers.
Yeah.
The main times I come close is right before the bats come down. If I get targeted with some of the stuff and a healer's not like right there at the top of the stairs to heal us.
We'll think we're gonna be 5 healing that one. We can 5 heal it and get away with it. So if we have to, we will. You know.
Yeah. I mean, only one of the healers has to go up into the ship each time, so it's not
Yeah.
like you don't have.
That still leaves 4 healers down. And that's only for about 20% of the fight that a heal will have 4 healers.
I wasn't just looking at Miller. I was looking at an opportunity. It wasn't something I wanted.
Yeah, it's just the insane movement of dogs that will be interesting to see how that works.
I see. Miller's sacrifice.
Yeah, that I want fruit tanking.
Walking out of that desert. It was about bringing me here. The weak have their.
If we can get fruit tanking it, I don't think it'll be a problem, but it's gonna be a problem with milk.
Soon enough.
He's gonna get hit way too. Those dogs hit you like a fucking truck on Mythic. Like we even had our other tanks dying in my Mythic guild.
Yeah, like I said, I haven't actually seen it, so I can't say.
And all the healers are sitting there pulling like 1.4 or 1.5. And there's nothing they can do about the tank dying sometimes, so.
Good. Call the herd.
I'm just more worried about what happens when the tanks have to switch.
It's really not that bad.
And the wonderful fear effect. Because we don't have 2 warriors to just break fear.
My other group didn't have 2 warriors either. I don't remember how we got around that though.
Guessing you just had a couple people ready to jump in.
Well, because remember, if the tank is switching, that whole group is switching, right?
Yeah, so you just have 2 people in each group ready to jump next to the tank when that comes out. Because you got to be careful with all the fire abilities that there may be fire pools that you have
Step
to
in and then get the other group gripped. Yeah.
Well, the gripping's on the other side with the Shadow Dog.
Yeah, but if you take damage from the fire dog, they take damage too. The effect happens on both sides. Or I think it's
When the fire group takes shadow damage, they drop fire pools, and that's why you kite him around the room. When the shadow group takes fire damage is when they start gripping people around the room. They grip the closest person to them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, is the grip.
So you just got to make sure that all of the shadow people are stacked such that they are not pulling the tank around.
Yeah.
But other than that, the group that's on the fire dog is all the people with the fire debuff. They don't have the pull effect. It's just dropping fire pools.
Oh yeah, okay.
But that's why you're constantly kiting the 2 dogs around the room, because you got to keep the you got to keep out of those fire pools.
Follow me.
I mean, technically, you don't have to move the shadow dog. It just makes it easier come transition time and gives you plenty of room to play with the fire dog.
He knows you're ready to do it.
But I figure we'll hit high command first before we worry about dogs.
No, we're gonna do dogs first. If we can't do dogs, we can't do high command.
He's got it all.
It's just a huge DPS check. That's all.
Okay.
But I wanted to do dogs before we do that.
He's got you. It becomes second nature routine.
Well, I figured we'd have mechanics are slightly easier, and it wouldn't be slightly less of a problem.
I think they're just as bad on high command.
You understand?
Big thing you have to watch for is the bats and the grenade. Other than that,
It's the grenade that really, really gets people.
Come on.
it's the off tank just has another job to do.
It's almost time.
that grenade really does fuck a lot of shit up because you're already so
I've studied the route for weeks.
conscious of where you're stepping, and then if somebody stands next to you, you move, and then you step into a bomb, and it's just a fucking shit show. That fight's, I think, worse than dogs.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Figure between bull, milk, and or fruit, them doing the mines to keep them at bay won't be a problem. It's just
Is that a strategy to 3-tank it?
no. It's between the three of them, telling them when you're not tanking, just make sure we always have 2 stacks of mines. Be a pretty easy job for any of them. I don't think I've seen anything about 3 tanking. You just need somebody to blow up.
Well, because I'm not gonna have, if you know what I mean, like, I don't want to have milk in there if fruit's in there, because then we're losing DPS with fruit. If fruit's on for Mythic, I would prefer fruit. I don't really honestly even want milk in the conversation. Like, and this is not just me, this is every officer.
He blows up like a tomato.
Yeah, like,
And I think it's cooldown related.
yeah, it is. We've extensively looked into why he's dying, and it was good for a little bit. You know, like 1 week it'll be fine. Another week it's just a complete shit show. So
I leave those calls to you. I'm just gonna make the actual calls in the middle of the fight.
no, yeah, that's totally fine. But I just wanted to let you know where we were with that too, because I don't know if you knew about that or not.
I mean, I've noticed a few issues here and there. Nothing that couldn't be worked on. It's just
Oh no, it can't be worked on anymore. This has been since Tomb. It's just cooldown issues, and he's not properly using them. And we've gone over it and over it and over and over and over and over it with him, and he
Yeah, it
refuses.
looks like his percentage of shield block uptime is terrible.
That's what it is. It's his and his ignore pain.
Yeah.
those are like your main rotational.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the moment I saw him popping, because I used to warrior tank, I started looking and I was like, man, I couldn't have changed that much, because I mean the shield block percentage uptime was just low.
I think it was at one point it was at like 21%.
Yeah, I think the time I looked, it was like at 24. I mean, usually people can have it well above 50.
And I think the worst we ever saw it on his ignore pain was at like 17, which is fucking horrendous.
Well, yeah, you're just taking everything.
Yeah. Like, if you don't have ignore pain or shield block up, you are taking.
I mean, that's like a bear not using iron fur.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make me tank next expansion.
We have fruit. I mean, fruit's the killer fucking tank if he's on.
Has anybody even seen him? I mean, he has literally been.
I talked to him
gone.
today.
Okay.
So his kids came back into town actually, and he's trying to squeeze out as much time with them as he can.
Oh, nothing wrong
they're
with
only
that.
going to be there for like a week and a half. So. Yeah, I don't blame him. And he's still in the process of moving, and he hasn't set his internet up yet because he had the kids. And
I mean, at some point this summer, I'll be doing a hopefully move out of my apartment into a home, so I may have similar issues for a few days.
me as well. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking to move in 2 or 3 months, so it'll be towards the end of the expansion, probably at the beginning of.
I'm hoping to be all moved before the expansion drops.
Me too.
So, because I'm depending on what my vacation looks like, I may take a few days off.
From WoW, that's totally fine.
No,
Oh,
no, from work, so I can level.
Mm. That's good thinking, actually. I should probably do that. Do we know exactly when the expansion drops?
My best guess is August, September timeframe, around the same time Legion
Oh, okay, so
dropped.
there's no actual date.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
We're not
There's a
even in.
date.
As far as I know, we're not even in beta yet. It's still alpha, and that leads me to say we still got a few months. I'd say the earliest we'd see it is July. But my best guess is August, September, Labor Day weekend, maybe, like Legion.
Yeah. Mop was around the same time too, so.
Yeah, it tends to be towards the fall.
So I'm already taking the Thursday and Friday off Labor Day weekend for a local convention, so I'll be out of town that weekend. But if I take the rest of the week off and like Tuesday through, take Tuesday and Wednesday off to just play, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Well, you might not want to take Tuesday off because
Yeah, I'll deal with it.
regardless, I mean, the servers won't be up until 2 o'clock your time,
If you've seen him in action.
and then you'll have to sit in a queue, so that makes it 3, and then you're gonna get disconnected.
What are you talking about? I'll get on Monday at midnight and play through. What are you talking about?
First kill jitters out of the way.
Suppose you could do that?
Just never log off.
Any life that ain't in their cult.
Yeah, but
Usually what we end up
that
doing.
might be a problem
Like the dogs
with
they
how
are. So you're gonna head
the
up to
servers
that
are
ship.
on launch day. They're
You're
never
gonna
proper.
kill every chosen you see, and you're
Legion
gonna
wasn't
rig
too
that
bad if I
thing with
remember correctly.
explosives. And
I'm
then
pretty sure Legion
you're
was
gonna
like one of the
watch that
worst,
whole
wasn't it?
fucking place turn into a smoldering
Burning
heap of
Crusade
ash.
was the worst.
No, I would definitely say Mop was the worst.
I didn't do mop, so I can't say.
I mean, it took me 12 hours to log in.
Mop was when I didn't play mop until Siege of Orgrimmar came out.
Wait, I took, it was like my senior year in high school when that came out, and
God, you're youngin'.
yeah, that was 3.5 years ago though. So
Really young.
yeah. Wait, no.
I was in college when WoW came out.
Oh no, I was in auto tech school. That's right. That was for Kata that I